We had a break-in at Skyhold. Somebody came back to finish their mural, huh? The red lyrium dragon, and then a sword. Interestingly enough, no Corypheus. Not even me. I expected me to be on it. No. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We saved the world last time by defeating Corypheus, but it looks like there's still more to be done. So continue on in our task, we shall. Well, I guess this area is just gonna be empty now because nobody's using it. Should we start by talking to everybody first? Post-celebrations. Congratulations to everybody for helping out and saving the world and all that.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Devinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer then.
Wait, the divine thing and the good friend thing seem like separate conversations.
What's to come, I wonder? My guess, a plague of bees.
Oh, we can't even get, like, dialogue wheels anymore, huh?
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
You guys doing good?
I trust everything is well with the mages. Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
We defeated Corypheus. You have to wonder no longer.
I'll leave you to it.
Actually, big sweeping changes have happened with the whole Templar mage business, but I guess they might not account for it here.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
You doing good?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
Good, good.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I don't know about talking to this guy.
Did you know that Seeker Cassandra's ancestor lived for over 120 years?
Really? How?
Can't talk. I found an inappropriately shelved tome this morning, and I have to figure out how it got there. I hope the spy master doesn't have me flogged.
Is she that cruel? Wait, tell me more about Cassandra's ancestor. How did that happen?
The things they say about the spy master, they scare me.
I think she's left us now, right? Is she still gonna be around here?
Inquisitor.
Okay, nothing else from you? The way I like it. Good. Liliana? Oh, she's still here.
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things. And yet, not defined by any one.
Of course.
I am now Divine Victoria. But to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
Welonz cousin's gonna be a bit shocked when she comes back. Oh, my girlfriend became the Divine. No biggie.
Skyhold will feel empty without you.
Val Royeaux is not so far away, and I can always use advice from the Herald of Andraste. Not to worry, I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
Yeah, you're not allowed to leave before we finish the DLCs.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint, and perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I thought the whole point of picking a Divine was so that we could get things in order quickly, but we still gotta go through all the paperwork, huh?
I wish you all the best, Liliana.
No, stay around some more. I don't want you to leave. For 10 years at least. Okay, I think some of the spots are repeating for where to find the books, which is fine with me. Makes my job a little bit easier. Vivienne. Vivienne's spot is so out of the way and just alone. How are you doing? How are you doing, Commander Helene?
Far be it for me to suggest a training adjustment.
Chilling out here? Yeah, look, you can get it again. Good.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Liliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Yeah, in the end, we never got to... They never went, hey, Inquisitor, who do you want to be Divine? I guess it's cumulative based off something.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Telling Liliana that you'd be good for Divine seems to have helped. Although I told that to Cassandra as well. Okay, let's do some more to finish up the last of the war tables. We didn't collect the completed ones yet.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Hey, maybe she won't even have to hire a left hand.
Still here. You need me for something?
I wonder if Cassandra will become her... right hand? Was it right hand? Huh. I wonder. Thank you. Just give me all that.
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
I don't know if Justinia had any kind of background like that, but either Cassandra or Liliana, they come from very strong combat backgrounds, which is probably good for stuff like avoiding assassinations and all that.
Should the Inquisition offer Leliana its protection?
It'd be more imposition than useful, or misinterpreted as a struggle for power. It's best Leliana arrange things herself. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times.
Everything's already been a mess right now anyway, so if we want to make changes, now is the best time. Although I kind of got the impression being a Divine is a full-time job. Do we ever stop being Divine? She says we can call her Liliana, but will we really be able to just call her Liliana? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have come back so early, because I guess we move on. We start the DLCs here. It's okay. What's that? Attend the Exalted Council. Oh. Oh, is this how you start the last DLC, the Trespasser one? 2 years later. Interesting. Well, not yet.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while.
It will be strange to see you and think, there walks Divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends?
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
We've been working together long enough that we're probably friends. A crew of adventurers, another delivery from the travels of Sutherland's company. The group may not be on the minds of heads of state, but they've certainly brought word of the Inquisition to any number of people. Follow Venatori map. The scouts located the cache the Venatori sought. It was long abandoned and had become home to several ancient demons, dispatched with great effort. Once it was done, however, the cache yielded treasures not seen in this world for ages. Liliana, good. We can root out the rest of the Venatori. Harvest of History. As ordered, Isthmus Goodson now resides in an allied lord's tower cell, attended by polite but hooded servants. Oh, this is the one where we jailed that guy randomly. Claims against him seem dubious, but there is no denying that he was stalked to supply a significant force should one have one come calling. Oh, potentially our enemies? That makes more sense. A note from the apothecary. Interesting times, Inquisitor. Though it was not the final action I was hoping for. You wanted us to kill him? I thank you for this interjection. I look forward to ensuring the health and effectiveness of the Inquisition for as long as needed. What is wrong with her? Why does she want this guy dead so badly? It seems like a personal grudge. Okay, the one that we're... How do we... Frostback Basin. That's the one we want to do. I will come back for this once we finish talking to the rest of our people. Morgan's not here anymore. I wish she celebrated with us a bit too. Without her, we probably wouldn't have been able to defeat the dragon. Even though she almost died killing the dragon. Trying to kill the dragon. What do we... Hey, you.
Stone met, Inquisitor.
No, nothing new.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what.
Yeah.
You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
I have a whole bunch. I think I have at least 2 that are sitting at 11 out of 12, but never a full set, unfortunately. Sorry for cutting you off. Does this ever change? Corypheus dead, Inquisition victorious! Let us celebrate! In a climatic battle beneath a torn sky, the Inquisitor achieved victory over the enemy. The Darkspawn Magister called Corypheus. This triumph cements the Inquisition's power within Thedas. The Inquisition, led by its Inquisitor. Yeah, no duh. Will direct the world's course in the days to come. I, for one, am eager to see where she will take us. For now, Thedas is safe. Tomorrow, however, is another story. Crier Bellinus. Ah, there were so many different things here talking about what happened before. I think I only saw the first one. Dang, it really did update. When we went to the Arbor Wilds. When we did the whole thing at Orlais, and now Celine is tentatively the ruler of Orlais. Grey Wardens declare support for Inquisition. Good. Good. How are you doing,
We have
Minave?
a chance. A real one.
Vague. Hey, how are the prisoners doing? Did they see that their beloved master died? Maybe I'll let you out now. I'll let you out to be executed. You can choose to remain in the cell or die.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
Or you haven't been doing your job because there's clearly people here. Oh, there's...
in my cell. At least a better company than the guards.
There's books even here, seriously? That it? Okay, you guys stay here until the end of time then. I guess the amount of cells is potentially how many people could have been in the cells? That many? Maybe. Cassandra. Sarah. Iron Bull. How are you guys doing? Ooh, Cassandra's not training for once.
Liliana is already turning the chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The chantry needed someone like her.
She really wants to change up everything then, huh? No offense to Cassandra, it's just that we need change. Which means getting rid of the old entire party.
I hope it's not me.
Scout Harding!
Inquisitor.
You celebrated last night?
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
I have to go.
Yeah, maybe I'll see you in the Frostback Basin or something.
From Haven's fire come we, the able true, to Skyhold now, a fortress strong and free. We rally with our hero born anew. Inquisitor, there's none as brave
How much
as
did
she.
you need?
Thank you.
A perfect start, except... No, it needs work. There is an issue that you should address.
Oh my god.
I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Okay, thanks.
The day finds you of well and sturdy health?
Stop rumors. Who's been spreading rumors about me?
Your worship.
Hey Cram, how are you doing?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
The world is saved. Everyone, relax a little bit.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
Haha, yeah, something like that.
I'm ready whenever you are, boss.
Speaking of enchanter and enchanting, how come we didn't see Sandal at all this whole time?
Your worship.
Yeah, I thought we were... Sandal! Where's my boy Sandal? Not even here. Oh! Hey, this is updated too. Sarah's Cabinet of Wonder, whose it was. Scratched out, Sarah and Lady Welonz of Velen, Importius Fenord, are big bloody heroes. A drawing of Sarah and Welonz raising bottles while riding a high dragon that breathes flaming sharks. Also, the dragon farted a cloud that looks like Corypheus. Finally, someone fun, I'll call her Whittle. A drawing of Sarah standing back to back with Dagna. Their weapons seem improbable and awesome. Oh, you and Dagna get along? There are books here? There are.
Hey.
How are you?
Hi.
Good talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Liliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though.
You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
We've got plenty of things to do.
Hello, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys really wanted to, maybe somebody could go check out the rifts. I can lend you my hand for a few hours if you want the anchor.
Is anything we can do? Just ask.
Thank you.
Hi, Cole.
Right. That's why.
What? I can't talk to Cole at all? What? That's terrible. Maybe Cole needs to recover a little bit from the crazy partying we've had. Hardin Hightown is everywhere. It really is everywhere. Cullen, how is your lyrium addiction thing? Is it fully... Oh. Alright. Cullen is not here. Really? It says he's here though. But he isn't. I guess we'll see him elsewhere. What about what about Blackwall? Casually jumping off the roof. Hey, where's Blackwall? Where did half of you guys go? You guys really leave me? You left the Inquisition without saying goodbye? That's a little bit upsetting. Hey, why is there no horse showing here? Show me. Hey, there's no horse. I can't pick a horse. I can't even buy the stuff anymore. The shop is gone. Okay. That doesn't seem quite normal, but we'll roll with it. Still doing pretty good on the inventory front. That's fine. How's the kitchen staff doing? There is nobody here. Oh, maybe I'll get all the Hardin Hightown copies before we even end up back at the war table. Who was in here? If you're gonna come in here, freaking clean up the cobwebs or something, please. Okay, well, I don't know why. Some people were here, some people weren't. Morgan, we didn't check the garden, but she's gotta be gone. I mean, I guess I'll check it. No, I'm not gonna use Josephine as a fast travel to the gardens.
We have to agree on the red one.
Well, yes. He was ordered around and left to rot.
I can brook no mercy when the stakes are this high.
Once the sword's out of his hand, that changes things.
Not for long. Not if someone else could pick it up.
History makes a lot more sense if you were the type in charge.
Varric's gone, Gatsy's gone, and the whole place is... all the tables and stuff are gone. Is something wrong? Is this normal? Why is everyone gone? Yes, finally! Prophet's Laurel. My god. I don't know why this one thing has been escaping me the entire time. Yeah, there's nobody there, just random people. What about the Alluvian then? Did she take it with her, or is it just still around here? I can't imagine she would just leave it here, although I get the impression she did. No, she didn't! No, she didn't. Of course not. Okay. I don't know why half my friends are gone now. Wow, that's new. There's just a copy floating right here. I can't believe we got that. Okay, we're at the point where I might as well try to find 2 more copies somewhere. A little bit curious about why some people are gone though, and worried. Andraste. Andraste, guide us. Hey. Perfect. How many people do we have in the Inquisition? Do we have enough to distribute a copy to everybody? I suppose I'll get those ones too. Okay. Cullen and Blackwall. Maybe they'll come back later, because, yeah, Varric's gone right now as well. I don't know where everybody is. That's fine. Let's go. Now I really feel like something's wrong. Even Josephine isn't here. Her chair is gone. Okay, I'm gonna do a... let's quick save. And I'm gonna quick load. Just to make sure it's not a bug. Okay, she's back, she's back.
Well met.
Well, then what was that all about? That's weird. Okay, hold up then. I gotta go talk to Cullen and Blackwall again. Right. There were chairs and stuff here. They were all just gone at some point. Here you go, Cullen.
Liliana is to be divine. It will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be interesting.
Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting?
Yes.
No one knows yet. Until it happens. Well, I'll give her a chance. Maybe it'll be alright. I barely walk on this side ever. Here we go. Oh, maybe that's why my mount was missing too. Can I? Oh, that's so disappointing. Why are all the windows fake here? Hey, here you are. Rare unicorn thing. Hey, Blackwall.
Ah, there you are. I heard about the new Divine. I have to say, I wasn't surprised the Spy Master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman. I'm eager to see what she does. Now, what's next for us? I stand ready, as always, Inquisitor.
The next thing that we are doing is we are apparently gonna check out the Frostback Basins. I don't know why. I don't know why yet. I guess we will find out immediately. As immediately as I can. Actually, it's over here.
Flower motif, I think.
Hey, Dagna. You know what? I didn't talk to you guys yet.
The Temple of Mythal sounds like the most interesting place. I hope you brought back samples of, well, anything.
Dagna! Solus! We should investigate Solus. Ah, but you know what? We're in a really weird position now because we know something that the Inquisitor doesn't know. Nobody here knows. We just sort of got that information as an external observer.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. Have fun.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Maybe let's switch out some of the...
Where's my Inquisitor?
The decorations?
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
I've got Prophet's Laurel. Finally. Will I have enough to upgrade? Yes, thank you. Barely. I barely have enough. That's it. I can't even do any more. And all of them need Prophet's Laurel. Seriously, that was my one bottleneck for the entire thing. Oh, I can do this one. Increases maximum mana bonus. Delirium potions. Rash fine nettle. That's my other bottleneck. Alright. We'll switch to some of this stuff. We are all about... Hey, Frostback Basin. Yeah, let's do that. The beds? I never unlocked any other beds aside from the Frostback. This is probably unlocked because we have the DLC. It's not that we did anything. I'm not sure how you were supposed to get beds. Heraldry. We are all about Frostback Basin. Alright, let's go. I have to stop somebody's rumors about me apparently, even though I saved the whole world. Stop the rumors. From far off Mount Zimmer, the songstress comes with lies and thoughtless jibes.
If you squint, Lake Callanhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
Okay, people are going insane. We gotta give them new stuff to do. With lies and thoughtless jibes insults our name. I hated her in school. She pulled my hair. We must not let her make these vulgar claims. Meriden. Oh, Liliana, a minstrel with no tongue can tell no lies. My god. Our allies' words will turn the tide for us. No, this is ridiculous. Okay, Josephine.
Inquisitor?
We're not gonna pull out someone's tongue, okay? You guys are too used to randomly just exerting violence on everybody around us. Yeah, we're good. Oh, and I guess the rest of you... Can you guys gather Prophet's Laurel? Can anybody do that? Okay.
Inquisitor.
Let's do some random stuff, guys.
You styled your hair that way for ages now, Liliana. Why don't we do something new with it? I'm used to the way it is. What about our commander? He does something with his hair already. Oh, it does look very nice today.
I don't...
You mean it just gets that way on its own?
Not entirely.
Spends like 20 hours gelling his hair before he comes to the War Council room every day. Oh, we got this, like, not about saving the world kind of flavor dialogue now. That's nice. Oh, no, not this one. I got distracted by the big green glowing thing. It's, this one, right? Investigate the Frostback Basin. Minimum suggested level 20. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier. Thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick. I have no idea what they're talking about. What discovery? Oh, he just says there's something there. Okay. If you say so. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Avar, like the ones we saw in Vallomire? Oh, this picture changed too. A wolf, and then the mage underneath the wolf. So many questions. I don't know. Well, let's see if we'll find any answers here. Frostback Basin. I don't know. Sarah. Cassandra. Mage? Vivienne? I don't get the feeling it'll be a very harmonious team here. Cassandra and Vivienne are okay, but Vivienne with Sarah?
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Oh. Like the Inquisitor? I mean, I haven't actually studied them, but I'll pretend.
The texts say that Inquisitor Emeridon was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Demon hunter.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
Oh.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
How you been?
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they moved to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montelier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't, you know? It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just, I just want them to be safe. And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
No, don't have them here. We're still in a semi-war state, okay? We don't know what's gonna happen.
We defeated Corypheus. I thought you'd have returned to your old life.
After everything I've seen, I don't think I could ever go back to my old life. Could you? I can't just pretend. I'm the same person. I got a letter from my mother. She was happy the breach was sealed. She had no idea what we went through. And I don't have the heart to tell her.
People who weren't there don't really know the extent of it. They just know we fought a long-fought battle and we won.
They say you grew up in a village. Where did you learn how to fight? Draw a bow? All that?
Here and there. You pick things up as a little dwarf girl in a village filled with piggish Ferelden boys. I'm no artist with a blade. I just know what hurts and what takes them down quick. Bruised a shin or two in my day, and a few, you know, other things. And archery? There was a traveling hunter who set me up with my first bow and taught me the basics. After that, I practiced on my own. On squirrels, mostly. Oh, and Heinrich from next door, but only with padded arrows.
Learning on the job. Best way to learn.
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
Be nice, be nice.
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfisher poo.
Bogfishers.
Vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. Ugh. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
That's a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
Good. I wanna know about the results of this. Keep me in the loop.
What do you think about the Avar?
When I was a little girl, a lady in our village used to tell me Avar tales. Being able to see their lives up close, it's nothing like I thought. They're very tall, aren't they? I was considering a proposal for Commander Cullen. Avar allies with dwarven archers astride their shoulders. They'd be unstoppable.
You need to talk to Iron Bull and Sarah. They've been thinking about the same sort of thing.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye then.
Nice to catch up with you, Scout Harding. It's always nice to get to know you a little bit better. Scout Harding. Oh, Liliana got an update. After the defeat of Corypheus and the sealing of the breach, the Chantry chose Liliana to be the new Divine. Divine Victoria, as she will be named, will oversee the birth of a new Chantry, one that she hopes will unite all the peoples of Thedas. Victoria and not Victoria the second or third, so it's the first time a Divine has used his name. I don't know how they determined that. Oh, Solus. Solus, that orb was his. Oh, that conversation, I completely forgot to talk a little bit more about it. That conversation he had with Flemeth. The orb was originally his, and then somehow Corypheus got it. And then, I guess that wasn't supposed to be the way it was. Whatever happened, all the stuff that happened with the breach wasn't supposed to be that way. And so, he joined the Inquisition to stop it. That explains why in the very beginning, he grabbed my hand and knew how to seal the breach and all that too. He probably knows way more magic than he lets on. Inquisitor, despite my efforts, I have been unable to locate Solus. From the site of your battle with Corypheus, he was last seen headed west, still distraught over the destruction of the orb Corypheus carried. From there he disappeared, evading my people so easily and so completely that I am forced to wonder how much he knew about them. How come... I understand why. Because in the last battle, we could have brought anybody, but if I brought Solus, Corypheus, wouldn't he have recognized Solus then? Because he knows that... Well, I assume he knows that the orb is from Solus. When Solus initially approached the Inquisition and offered aid, I questioned him extensively about his background and history. He was evasive, but he did give the name of the village where he grew up, noting that it was small, unlikely to appear on any map. I hate loose ends, so I kept a few of my agents searching to verify his story. They recently located the village, or what remains of it. It is a ruin, as it has been for centuries, its name preserved only in degraded form in ancient Devinter mysteries. Whoever Solus truly is, wherever he came from, he has deceived us from the very start. I apologize for not investigating this more thoroughly while Solus was here. He was clearly helping us, and other matters were of greater urgency, but it was an oversight nevertheless, given how little he shared with us. It is not clear what his plans are, if any, but I will continue to search, Liliana. So this makes sense as the player, because at the end we saw that cutscene, we're like, what the hell? But from the Inquisition's perspective, like, who cares? Solas helped us save the world, now he wants to leave. That's it, right? He didn't do anything bad to any of us. He was sad about the orb, but... so? Scout Harding. Ooh. Forward camp has been established in the Ferelden hinterlands, and suitable locations for other outposts have been identified. Progress into the area proceeded ahead of projected schedules thanks to a local volunteer. For further details, read on. Slater was ambushed and overwhelmed by bandits and might have died if not for the timely intervention of Lace Harding, who rescued Slater with 2 well-aimed stones from a sling. Her family, Mabari, ran off the remaining 3 bandits. Harding and Contessa, the Mabari, escorted Slater back to the forward camp, followed at a distance by the small herd of ambling sheep that belonged to a neighbor of the Harding family. Once there, she requested a map, which she proceeded to fill out with helpful details, most notably known bandit hideouts and ambush points. Map completed, Lace Harding took her sheep and returned home. We did not expect her to return the next morning, now outfitted with a small bow and leather jerkin, and absent 1 hound and herd of sheep. Why didn't she bring the hound? Maps are alright, but nothing beats a guide, she said. That was a week ago. She's still here. I took the liberty of offering her a position as a scout. Yours, Charter. The Mabari would have been good. Oh, but maybe she left Contessa to protect her family? That makes sense. Frostback Basin. Halvor often arrives around Wintersun, but given the recent weather, I hadn't looked for him, which is why his voice across the market took me by surprise. Lowlander! I was owed a drink on my next visit, and supper, unless you were getting out of your wager? Maybe I was trying to get out of the bet, but I happily paid the bill at the inn that night. I asked Halvor when he last traveled, and he said he'd been trading with an Avar hold in Frostback Basin. Then he raised an eyebrow at the look on my face. So I described the stories Uncle told us as children, where brave expeditions get lost in places like the Western Approach, Nahashan Marches, Frostback Basin. He laughed and admitted it could be a cruel place. He described thick forests, greater than any I've seen, I'm certain, and darkened swamps. His rule for traveling there seemed to boil down to be wary and alert, because everything can kill you. The wildlife is violent, the cliffs are steep, and you must be mindful of the gods' wishes, here meaning his Avar gods. Of course, the hunting's good, the trade fair, and the Avar hold impressive. But do people really disappear in the forest? I asked. Few lowlanders come through. Not sure how many leave after. The last was a joke, but I won't be visiting that hold anytime soon. The Jaws of Hakkon. Oh wow, I looked at it before it even told me. That's already done. Gathering the resources. Who is Hakkon? One of their gods? I think the only Avar figure I really know off the top of my head is Korth, the Allfather, the Mountain Father, the guy who took his heart out and put it elsewhere so that he wouldn't die. Alright, we got a few camps. What is our main thing? Is that a rift? Ignoring it. Lead the charge. The Jaws of Hakkon are attacking the Inquisition soldiers. And then this is making contact with the Avar hold to the east. Oh. In that case. Oh, hold on. Let's talk to the professor first. You have a lead on something. Where is he? Oh, this place is bigger than I thought. I thought it was a little camp, but it's gigantic. Neatly penned note. Professor Bram Kenrick, the requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Ameridan, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return, you may say I told you so, in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you, of course, roads still aren't what they were. Also, I fed that fish, but I'm not talking to it for you. This old Inquisitor, I feel like I've never heard them brought up before. But the old Inquisition also had a central figure somewhere along the lines. Unquenchable flame. Flaming chain. All of your abilities have no cooldown. That's crazy. Let's continue on our little campaign on trying out different people then, shall we? Oh, but Vivienne's basically the same as me, aside for her ice abilities, because she's also Night Enchanter, so maybe Cassandra then. Cassandra today. When their hearts aren't in the fight, it's almost too easy. Attacks on panicked or sleeping enemies are automatically critical hits. I can get this passive. I don't have room for more. Vivienne. Can I get you a nice passive somewhere? Not really. Ice Mine? You've got Ice Mine? When frozen, victim of Ice Mine loses all armor protection. Or create multiple mines directly in front of you. Oh, that could be good for protection. Cassandra, I'm quite curious about her Templar abilities. Yeah. But we've already filled out the whole tree. Here. Lunge forward with a shield bash. Do greater damage. An enemy struck by shield bash now does no damage with its next attack. Oh, that could be good if you time it well with the dragons or something. But that's not gonna happen off. Well, you know what? Okay. On the off chance that it might activate accidentally. Sure. Professor? What animal is that? Baffled note. Affixed to a book entitled Sir Lothair Vernay de Ret's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated? Says the professor. Sure it could, if you had enough apples. Harding. Apples? Lots of little things here. Ooh, a letter to Harding. My darling Lace, I hope this letter finds you healthy and happy. Last week, I managed to barter for maps of Ferelden and Orlais from Hugin, the old soldier who rents a place on Mistress Johann's farm. You remember him, don't you? Quiet man, always smoking a pipe in his chair on the porch. He wasn't using the maps anymore, so I gave him some of my jam and patches coat in exchange for them. Now, whenever you tell me of your travels, I'll be able to track where you've been. I'm astounded, my darling, when I look at the weave of dotted trails I've already marked out on my maps. Ah, the places your feet have touched. How far you've gone, my little Lace. I am so proud of you. When I was your age, I'd only ever gone as far as Lothering. My mother never left Redcliffe. She lived and died there. And now here you are, flying so far with so much purpose. My mind can barely comprehend it, but my heart swells. I shan't take up too much of your time. I know how busy you are. I'm looking at the frostbacks on the map as I write this, because I know you will likely be at your skyhold. Please make sure to dress warmly. I've included the recipe for your favorite turnip goat stew. A taste of home to stave off the cold mountain airs. Kisses and hugs from me and your father, Mother. Is Scout Harding an only child? Maybe even harder for her parents to accept that she's gone off. Okay, where is the professor? Let's talk to the professor first. There's so much to read.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle, but ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter, while this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
Tevinter stuff. Maybe we'll find something about... I'm thinking about Solus's village. Oh, so he didn't lie about it, because the more stuff you lie about, the harder it's to keep track of. Yeah. Tevinter stuff, maybe we'll come across something related to his little village.
What do you have, Professor?
everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Drakon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
So he died in battle then? It wasn't a died of old age, happily surrounded by his family kind of thing?
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
Okay.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay, sounds good to me. Inquisitor Ameridan. What is known about Inquisitor Ameridan would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Drakon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Navaran Accord, their order serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the Accord was signed between 122 and 124 Divine, Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor-mongering. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Drakon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. So this is a rumor. It's fake. Ameridan was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, as he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious lady mage that the Chantry erased from history. Ameridan was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Drakon wanted a loyal friend commanding the Order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Ameridan was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Drakon rightly acknowledges a man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Drakon, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Drakon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith, or lack of. Rumor mongers suggesting Ameridan was exiled asked us to believe that Emperor Drakon could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Ameridan's disappearance, with darkspawn pouring from the Anderfels into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Drakon would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know more about Ameridan's departure. Nevertheless, I hope we may eschew the currently popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. Well, it sounds like he was in battle and then he just died. That's kind of sad. Questions of accuracy that moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then she took her own counsel, in ways best not set forth here, and led the party away. Did Ameridan's eyes seek hers among those assembled as he relayed the events which led them there? If she stood among us, I did not know her. Yet his hand moved slightly at his side, as my own does when my wife is near, and I seek wordless comfort in the touch of her fingers. We all heard the whispers. Did he say her name in the telling? Would he have dared? Times were different, but had they changed so much? Oh, is this talking about the potential lady mage friend? A letter follows. Kenrick, this is a precise copy. The preceding pages were lost or removed ages ago. Viscount makes no further references to this woman, although Meriden comes up several times later on. Viscount's writings, as they pertain to Inquisitor Meriden, are not entirely unknown, although you're unlikely to find them among Chantry records. Their validity is largely dismissed. Some have questioned whether the so-called Light and Council reference magic or holy insight. And of course, Viscount wrote down his impressions many years after the fact. The author's own wife brought accuracy into question when she admitted her husband was recalling his youth in the Orlesian capital through nostalgia and age-distorted memory. I believe her admission is part of official Chantry record. Best of luck, M. Wow, he's really into finding out more about this Inquisitor, huh? Whew! Property of Colette. Pages of neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes in a journal. Expedition to Frostback Basin. Preparations. Rereading Finding a Meriden. Review notes on appropriate excavation methods. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts. Read Frostback Basin book. Practice camping. Note, bring a pillow. Reread An Anatomy of Various Terrible Beasts. Learn defense. Cannot find willing instructor. Ask brothers for fencing/defense lessons. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense. Bring towels. A few idle swirls follow, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, field work. She got a little bit distracted there. What about Jace? What happened to Jace? We don't know. They mentioned in the south. A bunch of stuff happened in the south. An island in Frostback Basin may yield clues to the region's past. Okay, let's go this way then. We have 3 things here, and then these people are hostile. Okay. Maybe we'll find, the way that we'll go has the assistant Colette. It has an island. And it also has the non-mean Avars who are willing to talk to us. Sounds like a win-win-win scenario to me. Basin floor. I thought this place was gonna be cold, because it's called Frostback. Oh wow, what's this? Did we build that? Oh, that's an ocularum! Okay, here we go again. Avars, huh? Not a tribe? Not a faction that we're really wholly that familiar with. We ran into them a little bit at the Fallow Mire, but that's pretty much it. What is this? Free money. But it looks like somebody still built ocularums here. Wait, but ocularums are Venatori stuff. Does that mean there's Venatori here still? I hope not. Thank you. Oh, come on. What is that statue even? Oh, you can do a whole 360 around here.
You know, you shouldn't make fun of people being scared of magic just because you can scare them back.
I take it you think I'm frightening.
Not naked, you're well fit, but all armored up and fierce. What do you think some stable boy sees?
A seeker on the side of righteousness.
Here's what I learned in the alleys. Ah, mages. Ah, Templars. Ah, Tevinters. Ah, hungry. When you're little, everything is ah!
Sarah is quite pragmatic, because she's been living out on the streets and all that. Well, that's the impression she gives off, but as we learned before, she was actually raised by a noble. So maybe not quite the very early stages of her life, but, you know, at some point, she had to fend for herself. Oh my dear goodness, why? Oh, there's giants here. Find a way to get onto the island is the one that we picked. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff here. Is that the island? What we see there? Oh, that little port. Bogfisher thingy? Poor thing. None of our business, though. Okay, if I want to find a way... Oh, I'm kind of looking at other stuff now. Our people? They can't see me. Oh, my people aren't even following me. Because I'm invisible. Wait, are you guys fighting? You guys fighting? Oh no, that was not on purpose. Oh, what the... Oh, look at the armor! That's some insane armor. Okay, I'm doing some Cassandra stuff today. This thing has insane armor, and I don't wanna... Let's not accidentally hit it again. I just wanted to not be invisible. That was all. Thank you. No. What are you fighting? Okay, Gurgits are okay. At least it doesn't have that huge bar of armor. Yeesh. Cassandra does have the spell. It's not even just good for regular rifts, right? We can use it on mage people too. Okay. Oh, hi, sorry, no, what the hell was that? Someone just shoot at us?
Demons still scare you, dear? After all we've been through? Might you have suffered some form of injury as a child?
You and yours are the broken ones.
Because I have been trained not to be afraid.
Being scared of things that are scary is normal. Your training is the weird thing. Ask anyone who's not one of you. It's like you're scabbed over or something. It makes me wonder what else you don't feel.
I feel everything in the proper measure.
Right, because you're normal. Just ask you.
What is this?
Oh,
Are the
man.
fishes of Stonebearhold too rude to share a meal with friends?
Can the jaws of Hakkon not catch their own fish? Or are those jaws only good for flapping?
Mind your tongue, Bogwalker. Stonebearhold may not always shelter you, and you will need shelter when the cold winds come.
Yet I feel only hot air.
When the jaws of Hakkon rule, you will wish you had been generous. If your weak lady's not already picked your foolish bones clean.
The Avars are fighting? I was gonna say though, I think Sarah might be only one of the few people who can talk back to Vivienne, and Vivienne tries not to show it, but that might have struck a nerve. In fact, I feel like it would.
The Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakkon! Death to the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakkon!
Okay, you guys are confrontational. I just got here. Shield bash. Make sure your next attack does no damage.
Dead! These jaws of Hakkon demanded your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
A fisherman.
You are the Lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
No, I'm just here to explore and make some discoveries about the old Inquisitor.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stonebearhold's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People
they came from somewhere.
A raid, but,
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
Maybe we have a way to cross to the island?
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Warn the spirits right back. We're Inquisition.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stonebear Hold and speak with my thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's rocky heart, if you wish.
Korth's heart. Okay, it won't be easy, it seems.
Yeah?
It's gonna be the same thing.
I don't want any trouble, but I need a boat to get to the...
It's not mine to give, Lowlander.
Yeah.
How many wars rage in your lowlands, even now, for foolish cause? I bear you no grudge, but if you sail off to die, your kin will say we caused it. That burden must be borne by a thane, not a fisherman. Speak to Svara's son here at Stonebear Hold.
Maybe we should just build our own boat then. We have people here, we have resources. We don't need to ask you guys. Do we? Whoa, Vivienne, looking cold. The boat's right here. We'll just steal it. We'll just steal it from right under your noses.